record dulu deh. Jika ini meeting pertama teman-teman, I just like to remind you about what we are going to have in the class. Saya akan ingetin apa sih yang akan kalian dapat gitu ya di sharing class in premium for premium members. So what you are going to have is actually this is focus on how you can speak up your mind. Jadi goalsnya adalah gimana teman-teman di sini bisa mengeluarkan idenya gitu ya, ide atas sebuah pertanyaan atas sebuah statement berdasarkan jawaban pribadi teman-teman masing-masing. So I would not focus on your grammar. I would not really focus on how you make errors on your speech. Saya nggak akan terlalu put a highlight on that. Tapi fokusnya adalah gimana teman-teman sebenarnya bisa nggak sih untuk menjawab pertanyaan yang diberikan berdasarkan jawaban pribadi teman-teman sendiri, gitu ya. And for each week, untuk setiap minggunya teman-teman akan dapat topik yang berbeda. Dan sebelum mulai bicara, biasanya teacher atau tutornya akan memberikan waktu buat teman-teman bisa berpikir, take notes mungkin, atau mencatat, mempersiapkan jawabannya sebelum akhirnya dijawab melalui speaking. Saya ulangi lagi, menjawabnya melalui speaking. Jadi tidak di kolom chat, gitu ya menjawabnya. Oke, saya sudah drop topik untuk hari ini, yaitu about public transportation. Public transportation should be free for anyone. Itu adalah pernyataan yang saya berikan gitu ya. And I want to know whether you agree or disagree to this statement. Saya mau tahu apakah kalian setuju atau enggak dengan pernyataan ini. Terus kenapa? Sertakan 3 reasons atau 3 alasan. Kenapa kamu pikir public transportation itu seharusnya gratis, digratiskan untuk siapa saja? Dan kalau misalnya kalian berpikir tidak, ya kenapa juga gitu ya. Kalau iya kenapa, kalau tidak kenapa. So, you need to provide at least 3 reasons. Sertakan ya minimal 3 lah ya, 3 alasan kenapa you agree and why you disagree. Jadi pilih salah satu dulu, setuju atau tidak, kemudian berikan sekitar 3 alasan. Boleh lebih silakan, tapi minimal 3. Gitu, oke. Oh, bertambah lagi ya muridnya. Oke, saya akan resend. Oke, seperti itu saya akan kasih waktu dulu 8 minutes from now. So I'll come back at 7:00. No. 7:12. 7:12? Oh, 7:13. We'll be back at 7:13. Thank you. Time is yours. Okay, I think the time is up. It's already 7:13, according to what I have here. But nobody have raised their hand. Siapa yang mau mulai duluan? Anybody? Please raise your hand. Anyone? Please raise your hand. Okay, Clara. Ada lagi? I need 5 first. I need 5 first. So Clara will go first. Saya ketik aja. Mungkin pada nggak dengar ya. Oke, kita mulai di Clara dulu. Silakan Clara, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Libby. Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope that you all is very good. Okay, thank you for the time. I will give my opinion about the topic. In my opinion, I don't agree that about public transportation should be free for anyone. Why? Because I think the public transportation is using fuel to make transportation can be used and work for anyone. So I think it will need a cost. And the second, I think about a driver. Why? Because actually we must think about who person will be drive a transportation, especially we need someone to be a driver. That will need a cost to hire someone to be a driver. And the third, I think it's general reason. I don't agree because everything everything in the world is need of money. So in the world, I think sometimes there's no free. Everything need a cost. Everything need a money. Everything need something to exchange. And then example, I can imagine if I am a driver that drive a public transportation without salary. So what will what will happen? And how can I stay to live in this world as long as we do while we are in the world? There's no free except it's your lucky day. Okay, I think that's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Clara. Let me clarify a bit about your answer. You say that there should be a cost for the fuel, for hiring the drivers too, but what we're talking here is that it's for the society. I mean, it doesn't mean that the driver doesn't get paid. I mean that yang saya harapkan di sini adalah what I mean. The context is actually the government can pay the driver for the drivers and provide them the fuel to increase the use of public transportation. That's actually the point. But that's just a very good one, Clara, a very good point. I do really believe that when we make everything free, kayaknya kalau kita bikin banyak hal gratis itu kayak agak impossible ya. So probably some of you can offer some other inputs maybe. Nanti teman-teman yang lain juga boleh menambahkan. Kalau misalnya tadi menurut Clara, kalau mau gratis itu sulit ya karena kita perlu juga uangnya for fuel, for for the service and stuff. Jadi mungkin teman-teman punya punya masukan lain selain membuat si public transportation ini free itu seperti apa, you can come up with your answers later. Thank you. Next I have Chandra. Yang lainnya, yuk silahkan. Raise hand juga ya biar masuk antrian. Thank you. Chandra, time is yours.
Good night, Miss.
Good evening, Chandra.
Here night.
Yeah,
In
sorry.
Bali night. In Bali night.
Yeah. Okay. When you were grading someone, we use evening.
Oh yeah, evening.
Yes. Okay.
Because I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Silakan.
Yes. I want to uh, give some opinion about the case you give to us. I have three reasons. Uh, I think I don't agree if the public transportation free for everyone or everybody because for the first, uh, I think impossible because I think government need any cost to build the transportation. Or maybe everybody must pay, but in a lower case. For example, in Indonesia, maybe just 5,000 or 10,000. At least everybody give like maybe a little for the government because if I relate to Indonesia, Indonesia have any doubt. I read in some news information in the media. Indonesia have any doubt uh, to another country if Indonesia uh, make free public transportation for everyone. It's impossible because maybe it make a burden to the government. I think everyone must pay, but in a lower cost. And I think government also need a cost to take care the public transportation. Also maybe improve the public transportation to be a better technology. Maybe can free, but in the future, maybe in the near future, if Indonesia are ready in like Japan, not in bukan negara berkembang, in maybe expand country, yeah, they can free for everyone. And for the two reason, I think if government make free public transportation for everyone, maybe everyone will not really respect to public transportation. Maybe they do a bad deed. Maybe they destroy the public transportation because free. Because I think maybe for right now people have tendency to uh, not really respect to free, something free. Uh, they are not really respect because they think they don't have any effort to get it, so they sometimes they don't really respect. And for the third reason, maybe people will lazy if uh, public transportation free for everyone. Maybe uh, uh, for example, they use a private car, maybe bicycle. They have motivated to maybe earn more money. Maybe they want to improve their self to know another skill to earn money. If uh, eh, if public transportation free, maybe they don't have any. Maybe they more lazy to maybe to go to do work, maybe because I see in the reality like that. For example, if the gas uh, free, the premium free, maybe people will not really motivated to go to work. Maybe they less motivation to go to the work
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
yes, because yeah, because if we must pay everything, we have more motivation to improve ourselves to earn money. And yeah, that's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Chandra. That's a quite long conversation, quite long speech from Chandra, and that's very, I think it's very comprehensive. we say that they should pay a lower cost instead of making it free so that people can be more motivated and also can apa ya, I think can be aware of the thing that we need to keep the public transportation or public places as well as we can because we are the society ourselves. Jadi kita punya awareness gitu ya if we have to pay and we have to be aware of how to take care of public stuffs, public just maupun itu places ataupun itu facilities ataupun itu transportation, semua kita harus be aware that it's very crucial for us to keep it in a good condition. Okay, very good, Sandra. Next, I have Helen. Wait, okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
I think I disagree for 3 reasons. First, if public transportation is free, how will opinion of the driver of public transportation come in? 2, I think the cost of public transportation is quite affordable, so why make it free? And 3, and to be honest, it's also not good for public transport driver if their work is made free. Let me see.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Helen. So I think most of you disagree to the statement that say that public transportation should be free because you're all wonder how about the cost for hiring the drivers and stuffs. But let me highlight once more. Jadi teman-teman saya mau highlight sekali lagi bahwa what I mean by free doesn't mean that the driver tidak mendapatkan cost gitu ya. Mereka technically akan tetap dapat cost, tapi bukan dari apa itu berarti ya? Bukan dari kitanya gitu, bukan dari si penumpangnya gitu yang bayar satuan, tapi akan menjadi monthly fee from the government. Itu tolong di-highlight, jadi jawabannya bisa lebih relevant. But that's just very great from Helen. Thank you very much. And then next I have, oh ada Quinca, dia ngetik di situ ya. Oke, nggak apa-apa. Next Aljana. Cewek-cewek semua nih ya. Hello.
Hi, Miss.
Yeah, how can I call you? Jana or Rizka or?
You just say me Nana.
Nana, okay. Nana, I'll call you Nana. Time is yours, Nana.
Thank you, Miss. I think public transportation so good for anyone, but just only my opinion. I think I agree because one, public transportation is very useful for people who don't have transportation, maybe. And two, maybe save costs, and I think like that. And three, public transportation is easy to get. Maybe that's all, Miss. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So first she said that we can save a lot of cost and also public transportation should be easy to be found. Berarti kalau misalnya public transportation ini free, dia akan lebih mudah ditemukan gitu ya for Nana. I think yeah, I do really agree of the I don't know, but what comes to my mind is that when public transportation can be made by free by the government, kayaknya bakal lebih banyak armada public transportation yang akan berjalan dan for that reason mobil pribadi private cars juga pastinya akan berkurang ya. Jadi kemacetan akan menurun mungkin sebagai sisi baiknya. Tapi ya I realize that there are a lot of cons too. Banyak juga sisi buruknya gitu ya. The negative sides are a lot too. Kayak perlu dipikirkan juga sih kalau gratis apa orang nggak semena-mena gitu ya. Sekarang let's see an example of how the government use misalnya apa ya, provide park deh, misalnya park for children, itu aja udah banyak banget yang meremehkan gitu ya ibaratnya, dengan pemeliharaan yang sedemikian rupa sudah dilakukan, yang ada tembok yang ditendang-tendang lah, atau ayunan yang dirusakin and stuff. So I think we are not, I don't think it's impossible ya, but I think we're just not ready for that. Mungkin one day we're ready. Tadi ada yang bilang kayak in the future itu possible. Siapa yang bilang? Kayaknya Chandra deh. Yeah, I don't really believe that someday it's gonna be possible. Tapi kalau today I don't think so. Karena kita masih sangat kurang yang mungkin some of us, yes, some of us are very, I don't know. Kita sih semuanya mungkin udah aware ya. Tapi mungkin melakukannya aja yang susah. I don't really know. But then yeah, I believe there would be a time in the future where we can apply this in Indonesia. Okay, good. Next, Nadia. Kok Nadia ya? Tadi kayaknya sini duluan nggak ya? Queensha kok turun tangannya? Saya panggil Queensha dulu, sorry. Ini ingatan saya semoga bener sih ya. Saya tadi ingatnya Queensha di atas. Halo, Queensha. Apa dia sedang ke toilet? Kalau iya kita skip. Queensha, halo.
Hello, Miss.
Yeah, please just answer it orally. You don't need to write it down there. Time is yours now, please.
Yeah, so today I'm going to recite my answer. So, well, I think I would just keep myself neutral because, well, yeah, the national government can pay the drivers for their services, but I think that the idea of the zero-cost public transportation can also be a decent idea. But if we see this issue from another point of view, this idea can be sort of impossible. Like, Indonesia is a country that is still trying to compete with the other nations to develop the nation. So it would totally make sense if public transportation services cost money because, the government also needs their own money to pay for the transportations. Because most of the transportations are imported from other nations that are way above us in terms of national development. And the third reason is the national government can provide better skill training for the fresh graduates in hopes that they can earn more for the brighter future. When people earn more, they can pay for the transportation services. Economic management is also very crucial for the future of the nation. Balancing the values of free services and paid services can help the country level up. The country should prioritize the free transportation services for people who need them the most. For example, pregnant mothers, the ill, especially those with severe illnesses, the unique ones or people with special needs, the needy ones or people with low economic conditions, and the elderly. So yeah, that's my opinion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Queensha. So I do really agree with one of your inputs. That previously someone said that the cost should not be free, but it should be a bit lower. But then Queensha come up with a very new input that she said there should be a group of people who should berarti ini kayak subsidi gitu ya. They should receive the subsidy. The government should subsidize the cost of the public transportation. Mungkin I can imagine that they might have kayaknya lebih cocok yang kayak with those with special needs or the needy ones, people with middle low economic conditions, economic background. I think they're really worth to have that to achieve that. Karena maybe I think most of them don't own their own ini ya private transportation. Kayaknya jarang banget ya. Kalau misalnya dia middle low, kalau middle oke lah, tapi kalau low kayaknya jarang yang memiliki transportation yang proper, yang layak. And I think that's just very great if we can have, like gini loh, di luar negeri itu apa ya? Kayak a card, gimana kayak BPJS gitu ya. BPJS kan buat berobat, tapi ini buat public transportations. And that's gonna be very cool. Asik banget ya kalau ngayal ya. Jadi misalnya students juga kayaknya asik sih kalau students bisa dapat itu. So I'm starting to imagine that students can go to school freely gitu. Misalnya kayak ada buses that and it's free atau misalnya ada kayak cuman monthly fee tapi cost-nya rendah. I think that's just very beautiful compared to today. Tapi yang jadi pertanyaan adalah, I don't know, mungkin nanti beberapa dari kalian akan bantu jawab atau bantu punya ide gitu ya. Sekarang aja kita public transportation berbayar, tapi kondisinya public transportation kita udah nggak tahu lagi sih. Saya speechless sih melihat keadaannya. Kalau di tempat saya di Samarinda, Kalimantan East, Kalimantan, we don't really have another public transportation other than angkot. Kita cuma punya angkot sih di sini ya. Saya nggak pernah dengar tuh ada public transportation yang lain. Itu juga berbayar dan kondisinya mengenaskan semua gitu. I don't know what's the reason. Apakah karena jarang menggunakan, jadi sampai angkotnya jelek banget, nggak ada cost untuk memperbaiki and stuff. I don't really know. Tapi I think that's the least chosen way of transporting to some places. Saya juga pasti akan berpikir 1000 kali gitu ya for taking the public transportation in my place. So I think by keeping it with a low cost atau misalnya by giving it free for some only for some group of people mungkin akan increase the the quality of our public transportation. Okay, thank you, Queen Shah. Very good. Next, I have Nadia. Nadia Sifa, time is yours.
Yeah. My opinion, I disagree. If public transportation should be free for anyone, because first, public transportation needs operational form as well. If public transportation is free, many people will abuse the facility, and two, if public transportation is free, a lot of public transportation will be need to meet the need of the community. Thank you.
Okay, actually, I'm so sorry, Nadia. Actually, I cannot hear you clearly at that time. So let me repeat. You said that it's kind of hard for some community, or how? Would you mind to summarize what you've told me before?
Kalau misalnya transportasi publik itu kalau transportasi publik itu gratis, maka perlu banyak sekali
Biaya.
transportasi publik untuk ke arah sini, ke arah sini, ke arah sini.
Ah, gitu. Maksudnya akan terlalu banyak armada yang harus disediakan sama government gitu ya?
Iya.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Nadia. So you're talking about how the government would manage to provide the new public transportation. Like misalnya sekarang paling mudah tuh angkot ya. Berarti kayak terlalu banyak jurusan gitu ya. Jurusan A ke B aja udah berapa. Maksudnya nanti it's gonna be even more crowded for Nadia. Okay, that's just makes sense. Make sense banget. Jadi memang benar ya. Instead of people mau pakai itu atau enggak, tetap aja kita harus government harus menyediakan dulu ya. So I think it's gonna be even more crowded than today. Okay, thank you, Nadia. Next, Yani. Wait. Hello, Yani.
Hello.
Hello.
Good night, Kak. Good night, Miss.
Good evening, Yani.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let me. Sorry. I disagree about public transportation so free for anyone, because anyone needs public transportation for the importance of age. For example, to go to work, will speed up to reach the destination, and the cost is very available. But I don't disagree too, because as we know, our country is not capable of providing free facility for everyone. And maybe it will be good if the person who use it is someone who really needs it and can be called privilege. It will make it much easier for them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yani. Jadi Yani confess sesuatu yang emang kita nggak nggak bisa deny lagi ya di Indonesia. I think we're not ready yet to provide something free. Sekarang aja banyak banget places sih, saya belum pernah lihat kalau untuk transport ya. Tapi places itu semakin banyak yang free dan most of them are not in a good condition. Di sini punya di kota saya aja ada beberapa taman dan paling cuma 1-2 ya yang masih terjaga keindahannya. Paling cuma sebulan 2 bulan. When people start to came, then they will ruin up everything. Pasti langsung rusak, tanamannya diinjak lah, or whatever. Pokoknya hancur deh. And that makes me sad actually, but that's the fact. Kalau misalnya kita maksa nanti malah rugi ya negerinya ya. Negeri ini ya kan. Udah provide too many free facilities, tapi juga nggak diperlakukan dengan baik. So, I don't think it's worth to try. Kalau begitu ininya ya, case-nya ya. Oke, very nice. Thank you Yani. Sebelum lanjut ke yang raise hand, ada teman yang harus ketik jawabannya karena dia lagi di jalan. Kita bacain ya. I think I agree. Saya resend ya biar teman-teman bisa baca jawabannya Nur Fadila. I think I agree because eliminating public transportation. Oh, I don't think this is the right answer. Reduce carbon emission, reduce pressure. Oh, okay. Okay, I think reduce. Oh, maksudnya karena mengurangi public transport. Sorry. Karena menambah jumlah public transportation, maka private transportation akan berkurang gitu ya. Jadi carbon emission dan air pollution juga akan menurun. Very good. And then reduce pressure on poor families. Tadi ya, yang low economic, socio-economic status. And create a more stable finance model for the future. Okay, very nice. Nur Fadila, I think it's just comprised of the points that your friend have done before. Tapi kayak ini lebih lebih ke dampak ini kayak berarti berbeda dari teman-teman yang lain ya. Tapi kayak berseberangan gitu loh. So I think this is just very good. We can compare and contrast your answers, everyone. Tadi belum ada ya belum ada satu juga ya yang ngomong agree, tapi Nur Fadila comes with a different answer. Thank you very much. No. Next I have Juicy. Juicy or Juicy? I don't know. Where? Let me ask. Hello, how can I call you?
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay.
I do not agree my reason. Number one, because public transport driver also need money for daily needs. Number two, if it is held for free, then everyone will use public transportation. Number three, if government driver pay their salaries, our country will be poor because they have to pay their salaries. Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay. I'm trying to guess what you said before. You say that the country actually and the government need money to pay and to provide the public transportation, so that's why we still need to pay for it gitu ya Jus ya. Jadi ujung-ujungnya juga kita harus bayar karena country ini perlu cost-nya dan negara ini akan miskin tadi ya kalau nggak salah dari Jus ya. Negara ini akan miskin jika terlalu banyak yang di-free-kan gitu ya. Everything is made to be free, dan kita akan kekurangan ini ya, income gitu ya. It will lower our income for the country and it's not good. Yes, Miss. Okay. Yes, very good. Just say Mayanti. Thank you. Next, I have Azahra. Azahra. Okay, hello.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, Zahra.
everyone. This is my opinion. Education helps the income maybe can a lower price. Admitted for transportation, his name Jack Linko. Just tap the card, no balance is okay. Yes, it's government has paid the only need to buy 3,000 rupiah, short and 5,000 rupiah for long distance. This is my opinion. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, Azara, I'm so sorry to say that tadi suaranya sedikit tersendat gitu ya, kayak robotic. Saya nggak tahu teman-teman dengarnya begitu juga atau enggak. But I'll try to conclude ya. Tadi kami bilang bahwa actually the cost of public transportation can be made as ini ya, as affordable for people. Benar nggak, Azara? Sebenarnya cost-nya public transportation jangan dibikin free tapi dijadiin affordable atau masih bisa dijangkau gitu, benar?
Yes, betul, Miss. Betul.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Azara. So it should be made as affordable as we can, so that it can reach out people from different ini ya, economic level. Jadi mau yang high sampai yang low semuanya akan tetap bisa naik public transportation. Good. Saya ulangi lagi, teman-teman jangan tulis jawabannya di chat box kalau teman-teman tidak sedang di luar. Ya, karena saya mau dengar suaranya kalian langsung gitu ya. Tapi kalau misalnya kalian di luar emang bener-bener gak bisa, okay, I can read it for you. Okay, next I have Widya. Widya Stuti, halo.
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Is it afternoon there? Where are you?
Why?
Where do you live?
Artinya apa, Miss?
Tinggal di mana kamu, Widya? Kok masih sore?
From Palembang.
Oh, udah malam dong.
Ya.
Udah malam, oke. Okay.
Ya.
Oke.
Tapi sekarang lagi di Jakarta.
Lagi di Jakarta.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
I agree and disagree opinions.
Okay.
I agree to free public transportation for everyone. I have 4 opinions agree. 1. Reduce carbon emission and air pollution. 2. Reduce pressure on family who are less financial. 3. Create a more stable funding model. 4. Can reduce congestion. I also have an opinion that disagree, because if everything is free, the funding will burden the country and increase the country debt. Maybe we can take the middle ground by lowering the cost of transportation instead of making it free. But not all regions have this policy, because I'm also of the user of public transportation in Jakarta. Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So what I can highlight from your answer is about increasing the country's debt. Itu bagus sekali disebut dan itu disebut sama Widya ya. If the country has too much burden to pay, kayak kita punya banyak, bukan kita, tapi this country punya lebih banyak beban untuk dibayar, I think sekarang aja kita udah punya banyak utang ya kabarnya with another country. So from Widya is that this thing or the transportation doesn't need to be made as free to public, because it will increase the number of debt that we have. Jadi lebih baik bayar aja ya to help us or to increase the income of our country to pay the debts. Okay, I think that makes sense. And also, Widya is one of the public transportation users in Jakarta. Kayak di Jakarta tuh lebih teratur gitu ya, lebih terurus nggak sih? Saya jujur sih iri sih ngelihat orang yang masih bisa manfaatin public transportation dengan sebegitu teraturnya. It's really my dream, one of my dream. Meskipun pastinya berdesakan mungkin ya, agak susah antri and stuff. But that's beautiful for me. Beautiful, saya suka dengan itu. Okay, thank you, Widya. Next, I have Icha. Icha, time is yours.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, Icha.
So public transportation should be free for anyone, and I'm agree with that statement with 3 reasons for me. And the first is can be in the decision to switch use public transportation, so it can be solution of traffic jam and reduce air pollution. And the second one is less pressure on the poor family. I mean, it can help poor family for being frugal. And the last one is that lovers can monitor load of vehicle since the season switching from private car to public transport. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Isha. So what I kind of highlight is about to lower the possibility of traffic jams and also lower the number of private transportation that's gonna be very increasing the air pollutions atau mungkin akan desak-desakan di jalan, and I don't think that's a good idea to live with karena we still have a lot of years to come, jadi we need to come up with very very up-to-date ideas, I guess, and that's by um making transportation, I don't want to say it's free, but it should be, I think, affordable, more affordable for any level of people's social economic status. Thank you very much, Icha. Very nice. Again, next I have Raihan. Baru satu deh yang cowok. Halo Raihan, time is yours.
Hello, good evening, Miss.
Good evening.
I disagree because the first reason, our country is still in development, so it will be hard for government to give to make it public transportation no cost. And the second reason, I think it will be useful if the government give the subsidy or no cost to another area. I mean, it's not in transportation area, but give the subsidy in the area that have high urgency like consumption area, health area, or education area. And the third reason is we still incapable because Indonesia have over 200 million people, and the amount between vehicle and the people isn't balanced yet. Thank you, Miss. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Raihan. So you think that the number of ini saya nggak tahu cara keluarnya, sumpah. Aditya Wibowo is creating a whiteboard. I don't know. What are you doing, Aditya? Bantuin saya close dong. What should I click on? Okay, thank you. Tadi dari Raihan adalah the number of public transportation you think that is it's kind of challenging for us to make it balance with the number of society, bener ya? Kayak susah banget ya to make it balance. Orangnya berapa, public transportationnya berapa gitu ya, so it's kind of tricky. Ini yang tadi disampaikan sama teman kalian juga satu tadi bilang tentang we need a lot of kalau misalnya kita berbicara tentang angkot atau bus mungkin ya, we need a lot of buses, let's say, karena akan terlalu banyak misalnya jurusan dari tempat A ke B, B ke C, C ke D, akan kita harus nambah banyak armada gitu ya. And that's very make sense to me. Thank you very much, Raihan. Next, Shagni. Shagni, okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Time is yours, please.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that?
Yeah, time is yours. You can start now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, okay. In my point of view about regarding the topic today, I'd love to support this program if the government can manage the costs, obviously. But as I see, unfortunately, Indonesia still can't provide their citizens with that program. And these are the reasons why I somehow agree, including some conditions. The first one is public transportation with excellent facilities like air conditioning and a decent seating capacity would really encourage the citizens to use that public transportation if it was free. In other words, the pollution would decrease. And in addition, reducing air pollution will have like a positive impact on the environment. Like we will breathe fresher air and the temperature won't be as high as we already know. And as a result, there would be less private transportation on the street, and there would be less traffic jams as well. The second is, in order to restrict the citizens, one or more regulations would need to be announced. Like, one of them is perhaps regarding the cleanliness of this transportation. And I would like also to emphasize that this free transportation is only for Indonesian citizens. So foreigners must pay a significant amount of money, but not an unreasonable amount. And the third, the last, is I, myself, who regularly uses public transportation would definitely feel more convenient. Nevertheless, I would also feel concerned about where that money comes from, since we have significant debts to other countries. And yeah, Indonesia couldn't arrange such a program. In this case, it's the best for the government to reduce the ticket price. And I think that's all from me. Thank you for
Okay.
the time.
Okay, very good, Shagni. So you have just made that. I think that's such a comprehensive way of thinking. You say that actually Indonesia is currently or is not able to do that kind of program to make it happen. Yes, ya, kayak utang juga udah di mana-mana, and you wonder how come that we can make it happen so that it's much better. Duh, mau batuk. Wait. So that Shani believe that it will be much better for Indonesia to just reduce the cost of the public transportation to make it just affordable for every level of people's socioeconomic level. Thank you, Shagni. Next one I have Nurmala and Rafael. Kayaknya kalau bertambah lagi saya nggak punya waktu lagi ya. Ini udah tinggal 6 menit. Saya habisin yang udah raise hand. Thank you. Nurmala dulu. Nurmala. Halo, Mala. Mala atau Nur ya? Oke. Halo.
Hello, Miss.
Ya.
Good evening.
Good evening. Silakan,
Okay,
Mala.
I think I don't agree with this statement because firstly, the owner of the transportation will lose because the owner of this transportation must make a living for this family, especially now that nothing is free. Secondly, oil, which must also be purchased using money. And the less, the more difficult it is to get a job. In this, a driver will not get his salary for his daily needs if public transportation must be free for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, I think there's still a lot of you who think that the driver would not be paid yet, but that's just okay. Let's just put it into the context then. I don't really believe that. Let me conclude, yeah. So I don't really believe that. It's just very good for people to. Oh, sorry, for the government to either reduce the cost of public transportation so that it can be affordable for every people, or they also can pick some group of people yang tadi udah dibilang kayak low economic level or kayak apa tadi ya, with special disabilities, let's say. Kita juga akan let them free, or students maybe students yang kayak masih di K-12, berarti K-12 itu dari SD kelas 1 sampai SMA kelas 3 gitu ya, K-12. Mungkin juga bisa dikasih free for the public transportation, but that's just very makes sense, Nurmala. We don't have something free today. Kayak apa sih yang free ya? Saya juga bingung nih. Disuruh nyebutin satu yang free tapi bisa dinikmati itu susah banget. Banyak yang free cuman ya nggak terurus gitu ya, nggak terawat gitu ya. Okay, I still have 3 minutes. Saya mau bacain jawabannya teman kita. Yang tadi katanya nggak punya stable connection ya. Ini adalah si Atikah. Semoga masih di sini ya, Atikah ini. Oke, masih, alhamdulillah. When free buses from the government need road repairs, funds for free buses can be provided from tax funds taken from high-income offices and advertising on the existing bus fleet. Okay, I don't get the point here. Let's just read it on. I believe this can be made for the betterment of Indonesia, but with so much corruption from the government, it will make it difficult for this extraordinary idea to happen. Even though Free transportation can make all basic commodities much cheaper. Okay. And there is no difference in the cost of goods in Java with Papua or Kalimantan. Thank you. I'm sorry if my Wi-Fi network is not good. Okay, thank you, Atika. So, let me just conclude in brief ya. Poin yang saya bisa dapat adalah, okay, actually, saya agak bingung ya di kalimat pertama jujur. Tapi saya coba dulu. Free buses dari government ini jika dia memerlukan pastinya dia memerlukan perbaikan, terus juga biaya untuk apanya ya ibaratnya ya untuk perjalanan lah gitu ya untuk perbaikan mesinnya kayak ganti olinya and stuffs. But I think I believe that this can be a good thing for the betterment of Indonesia kalau itu tetap berbayar gitu ya. Tapi but with so much corruption from the government. Jadi ini udah mulai menyindir korupsi ya. Atika, this is so serious. But that's just fine, it's good. Sebenarnya ini bisa dilaksanakan, tapi mungkin banyak hambatannya gitu ya di Indonesia. Dan even though free transportation can make all basic commodities much cheaper, padahal dengan bikin transportation ini free, basic commodities itu berarti sembako gitu ya. Kebutuhan sehari-hari itu bisa lebih murah dan tidak ada perbedaan antara pulau-pulau gitu ya. And I believe today that we still have the high difference, bahkan high difference ya, I don't know why, tapi kayak bener-bener significant difference between the price of food or basic needs in Java sama Kalimantan nggak terlalu sih. Saya bakal bilang Papua sih. Papua mau dibandingin sama mana itu sangat jauh gitu ya. So I do really think that ini harus ditanggulangi sih in some parts of Papua. Ada sih teman-teman saya yang bilang harganya nggak terlalu jauh, tapi ada juga di beberapa bagian yang sangat jauh. So I think the government need to work on this, need to work really hard, I believe. Okay, thank you very much. Tadi dari Atika, thank you. Meskipun kamu nggak punya jaringan yang baik, tapi kamu udah menulis di sana ya. Thank you very much. Okay, I think the time is up. Everyone is already 1 hour that we've been together. Saya harap teman-teman bisa datang lagi di meeting yang selanjutnya. Jika ada kesempatan kita bisa bertemu kembali, atau kalian akan ketemu sama partner saya, Miss Dia. Jadi kita akan bergantian gitu ya. Okay, thank you very much. That's all for today's meeting. I'll see you again when I see you. Bye-bye and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Okay, I need to end the meeting.